Good morning, boys and girls. I am going to show you how to make a model of the sun using just crayons and a piece of paper. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do is to take that big piece of paper and draw a circle on it. So you see I have a big piece of paper right here, and I have a dinner plate, and I'm going to trace around this dinner plate so that when I pick it up, I have a big circle, kind of like a flat sun. And in the middle of that flat sun, I'm going to put an X. Now that X is the sun's center of gravity. We know that even though it's made out of gas, that it's so much bigger than everything else in the solar system that it is heavy, and it is the center of mass for our whole solar system. And its center of gravity, we're just going to call that its center of gravity right here where the X is. Now, because we know that this is burning gas, we are not going to watch what we do while we color. I'm going to use a crayon, and I'm going to start right here in its center of gravity, and I'm just going to color, but I'm going to leave my eyes closed. Okay, so this may be kind of tricky, boys and girls, because I am going to try to take a picture of me drawing with my eyes closed, and you know that it's going to happen. All right, so here I am. My eyes are closed. I hope you're seeing something fun while I'm doing this, because I am just coloring my big circle of sun. And kind of an odd thing, but because I'm just going everywhere, that center of gravity, that center of mass is kind of pulling me towards the middle, because my hand knows that if I was in the middle of my drawing, I would be coloring my circle the way I wanted it. Okay, so I'm going to put my crayon down. Not bad. Now I'm going to take a marker, and I'm going to trace over that circle that I had of the plate. All right. Now you see that I have some parts of the circle that were colored over and over again. And if we call those parts that are colored darkly because they had a lot of coloring, those would be the parts of the sun that had been burning the longest. And these parts would be actually very hot because they've been burning for so long. And then you see that I've got some parts that have not started to burn at all. That those molecules of helium and hydrogen have not burned very much at all. So they are actually still at that core temperature, which our guess is about 15 million degrees centigrade or Celsius. And then these that haven't burned very much might be, let's say 5 to 7 million degrees. All right, now then I've got some parts that are sticking out away from the surface of the sun, and that really happens because there are what we call solar flares or solar prominences, because they come out from the surface, and it's this solar activity that actually messes up our microwaves and our cell phones and our TVs because they are very heavily magnetic. So all of this magnetic activity messes around with things even though they're here closer to Earth. And the sun is 93 million miles away. But things happening on the surface of the sun are also messing with stuff 93 million miles away on the surface of the earth. Now, really, probably the most fun is coloring with your eyes closed and seeing how much of your circle gets colored in or burned up, as it were, because those molecules of helium and hydrogen gas are burning, burning, burning all the time. And just see what happens when you color this model of the sun. Notice that center of gravity that's holding all of our planets and everything in order. And see those places that have been burning for a long time. So they're actually starting to cool off. And then these parts that still have a lot of energy, heat energy to go. And there is our great, big, beautiful sun. See you later.